What is going on? What is going on? What is going on, my co-creators? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I know that you're co-creating the best life. Not your worst life, your best life. Every single moment of every single day, you're dynamically co-creating. And I'm here today with a guest once again. And I'm stalling right quick until I introduce my guest.
It's Jamila.
Hey!
Hello.
What's happening? What's going on in your world, girl?
Nothing much. I had to adjust the air conditioner so it won't run the whole time I talk to you.
Yeah.
It's loud. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is kind of loud. Thank you for
It'll go off.
Thank you. So what's up? What's on your mind? What's happening?
Well, I'm a friendly introvert and I'm proud of it.
That's what we doing today, introvert?
Yes.
Am I
I'm an unsocial butterfly.
Am I invading your space right now?
No, you're not invading it, but you are in it.
Oh my God!
And I'm looking forward to the time when I can get back to doing only Jamila, and it's probably absolutely nothing, but it's a wonderful place to be.
I feel the same way. That's why I can't even get mad. I feel nothing, no pain, because so the average person might have been hurt by now what you just said, but I feel you exactly, because as soon as I get around somebody, as soon as I start to get with somebody, it's like the clock begins. It's like, when is it going to be over? And I don't want it to be over all the time. I just start counting down back to when I get back to myself. And that's I don't know why I'm like that. I've always been like that. I mean, you would think we had a big family, six of us, 6 kids, and I always wanted to be by myself. I never wanted to be around other kids.
Someone might say that's why, because you had to find your own time.
Right.
But you know what? This is the thing. It matters when it's a person I have to give my attention to in some kind of way. If you're around me and none of my attention needs to go in your direction, then it's kind of like being alone, so it's not that bad. But when somebody's visiting, you're going to talk to them, enjoy conversation, but a part of me is always like trying to get back to that comfort area, because like when my children are home, that's like being there by myself. Yeah.
At this point, y'all know each other.
Yeah, but a part of me gets a little annoyed when I think about what they're going to eat. And I'm like, these picky girls, what are they going to eat for lunch? And I try not to feed them the same thing like 4 times a week, even though they don't care.
Right. Give them some variety.
So, yeah, but when they're going visiting family, I'm like, oh, man, this is the life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm the same way. It's what I do for a living is very social. I'm up close and personal with people, and I do enjoy it. But I'm always waiting for the next little moment in between clients where I can just sit in my little space and just be me. And I mean, I've been in relationships and stuff, and people that I've been with ask me, well, "What you doing?" And I'll be like, "Oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that," and I'll really just be sitting on the couch, just looking at the wall, and I'm perfectly okay with that. I have no problem with being alone. And people ask me questions like, "Oh, why are you not with somebody? Why are you not married?" It's like, I'm good. I'm actually happy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I wasn't happy, I would fix it. And I had a long conversation with somebody the other day. She was like trying to matchmake or some crap. I said, "Woman, you're wasting your time. Stop it." I said, I'm good. If I needed somebody around, I would find somebody. I'm not over here hard up, so I'm good. I'm happy. And so as long as you're happy, shoot, being an introvert is cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm a very creative person. Not trying to sound arrogant. And so for me to create is like a lot of times I do better by sitting there alone and thinking. And I do collaborate with people sometimes, and that works too. But I always want to go back to my little quiet space and go over it over and over again. I obsess about it, and I tend to only could do that when I'm by myself.
Well, you have the time you set aside to collaborate with people. It's like, I don't do popovers. That's when you want to get on my negative side, but actually not anymore these days. I don't allow you to get on the negative side. I just won't answer the door. I don't believe in popovers. I won't. I mean, I just don't. I don't think that if we have cell phones, we keep with us everywhere we go. Why is it ever necessary for someone to pop up at your door and knock Even if you're sitting in front of the house, you can say, "Hey, I'm in front of your house. Was wondering if it was okay to stop by." It's very easy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think around 7 years ago or something, I stopped answering my door when people popped up. Man,
See, that's why you gotta live in a gated community like me. They can't pop up on me. You can't get close
They
to my
gotta
door.
get in all kind of doors. I just came out of a place like that, and you're right. I never had a pop up because they couldn't get in the garage. They couldn't get on the elevators. They needed to keep eye for everything.
Everything, retinal scans, and now temp checks. You can't get nowhere near. I was set up for social distancing for years.
They could stop at the front desk and say, "I need to see so and so," but it's still letting me know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah. And I think that's rude. You know, people don't do popovers. You don't just show up in the middle of the day because my mind is not wrapped around you being in my space.
Mm-hmm. Now, back in the days when we was growing up, that was normal. You're just sitting around and people show up at your house. Hey!
Yeah, because that was the way we got together.
Right. It was before cell phones and all that stuff. I remember Mom, we'd be in a car and she'll just pull up to a friend's house.
And tell us go knock on the door.
Go knock on the door. And then we'd be sitting there.
See if they home.
Right, and we'll be sitting there looking at the door, looking at her. Knock harder, knock again. I'm like, oh Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they don't want to be bothered, man.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they want to be left alone today, but no, they just probably wasn't home, or they was in the backyard or something. But yeah, that's how we communicate.
And I had someone do that with me. They were like, well, I said, I don't do pop-ups, and they said, well, you pop up at my house because you are not the kind of person that minds, and you mind more if I'm in the area and I call your phone and you don't answer. And then I don't see you when you're when I'm in your area.
Exactly.
So my thing is, break your own rules.
Yeah, don't have me breaking mine.
Yeah. If your rule is popovers and you like that, then I can do that.
Yeah, it's kind of a cultural thing too, because like I say, where we grew up at, it was a lot of that going on. Just people just showing up and riding by, be sitting on your porch and hey there.
Yeah. And you know, some of my best buddies, people I'm friends with for a very long time, that have very undramatic relationships, like it's very easy and there's no issues, they're introverted. And it's because when they don't want to be bothered, I don't have any problem with that whatsoever. And same thing vice versa. It's like there's never a question of, oh, you didn't talk to me. I didn't think you were talking. I thought you were acting funny and all. We never ever have those conversations because we get it.
Yeah, I don't want people like that in my life, to be honest with you. I mean, I can deal with anybody for a little while, you know what I'm saying? It's like walking out in the cold from the car to the house. I can deal with cold weather for a few minutes, but I don't want to sit in cold weather all the time.
No.
And I might enjoy it for a second because I know I'm about to get back to the warm weather.
Yeah.
Which is by myself.
And like a lot of introverts, right? When they know you for good. Like they don't have to keep depositing into you all the time, and you don't have to keep depositing into them. When they see you, they're gonna catch up with you real good. But you know, and I think that's the best. You shouldn't have to prove so much on a regular basis for people to be connected to you and to be your friend.
Yeah. I was just talking about that the other day, actually, about the type of people that I prefer in my life.
Like tit for tat people.
Yeah.
You didn't show up at my birthday party, so I'm not coming to your birthday party. Well, maybe at that day I wasn't feeling it.
Right. Yeah. See, and you know, I'm not saying all this. I'm not saying that being an extrovert is negative in any kind of way, but damn, being an introvert is damn good. I know some people.
Being an extrovert is more socially acceptable. That's what it's an expectation.
Right. And I know some people that they are introverts, but then they're extroverts also. I don't know how that works.
Ambidextrous. That's when you use both hands.
Right.
So it's called an ambivert.
Is that what we just made that up?
No, that's the true thing. I have to say that word first to know what they call people who are introverted. Yeah, it's called ambiverts.
Yeah, I have my little moments of extrovertism.
I turn on for family. We have an event. I got 2 weeks to get ready for it. I know I'm going to see family at this event. I start working those emotional, spiritual, and physical muscles out. The time I show up, I'm nothing but rainbows and butterflies, unicorns and popsicles.
And the countdown begins.
And the countdown begins.
How long can I stand being around these people? How long can I enjoy this? My joy is going to go away sooner or later. It's crazy.
What I say all the time at the end of events and things, I've expired.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm exhausted.
I said I was like, expired food. I've expired. And it's all good. I will see y'all next time.
Need to go recharge. Yep. So anyway, the life of an extrovert.
Introvert.
I'm sorry. See, look at that. I've changed overnight. The life of an introvert. Yeah, I think that's a good subject. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Miss Introvert, for hanging out with me.
I know, so I can get back to being by myself today.
Yeah, I'm about to get out of here
on
too.
Some video.
Mm-hmm. I got stuff to do. I want to go sit alone in my car and drive home alone in the quietness of my vehicle.
Yeah. But there's also something that gets confused, and I mentioned this earlier to you: social anxieties. So people sometimes have really bad social anxieties, and they say that they're introverted, and that's not the same thing. Introverts do not have any issues with being around people socially. They just prefer not. They prefer to do things alone. Social people with social anxiety, that means they have fears of being around other people, and that means they have lots of anxiety when interacting with people or being in any space where they are not being able to retreat. And it's more of a fear than it's actually a choice. So that's not the same thing.
That's a good point. And hey, I changed the subject a little bit, but that's one of my for real legit worries that's bother me right now with the current state of the world, with the social distancing and the face mask and all that stuff. Some people are naturally anxious socially, and now with all of this invisible boogie monster thing that the fear that's being perpetuated in the world right now. Just imagine like somebody like a kid, like a 8, 9, 10-year-old that's already has those issues, and now on top of that, now they're worried about getting sick, and they're looking at everybody as a disease or some kind of infection.
Right.
I think this stuff that we are allowing them to enforce on us is really gonna wreak havoc on our kids' psychological state of mind over time, and adults too. Right. Some people are already naturally a little, nervous and antisocial and have social anxiety. Just imagine how mentally wrecked these kids are going to be a few years from now. Just with these 5 months of madness that's been going on right now for a disease that has a 99% recovery rate, and we're allowing all this stuff to happen. And so that really bothers me a lot. And I think somebody needs to pay.
It's gonna be like that movie with what's the guy that has the bald head now, was in Die Hard?
Bruce Willis?
Yeah, and they were in those pods, and they were living their whole lives inside of these stasis pods.
Yeah,
and they were all like 20-something years old in the world that they lived in.
Yeah,
and they were like 80, 70-something years old inside the pods.
Right,
and they all got out at the end because, like, what happened? Electricity died or the internet went down.
I remember that movie. I forget the name of it, but yeah. And they was wrecked. They didn't
know how to communicate or interact with people in real life. Yeah. I see my daughters like that sometimes, because when they get in social environments with other kids, sometimes they'll talk a little bit, but the minute the conversation goes flat for a second, what do?
What do? They start fidgeting?
Pull out that phone.
Oh, pull out the phone, yeah.
Nothing to look at on that thing. I leave it in my car sometimes just so I won't fall into that. In the doctor's office, dental office, I'm like, I don't want to look at my phone while I sit there.
Right. I just want to stare at people and make them feel uncomfortable.
Or be alone. Or be quiet.
yeah.
It's good. I'm just saying, it's okay.
I swear, I was telling, I think I was talking to you yesterday. I said, if I ever get a bunch of disposable income. When I get it, I am suing everybody. I'm suing.
All right. I cut him off on this conversation.
I'm suing the state of Texas. I'm suing the city of Dallas.
And you're gonna spend more money suing.
I don't care. It's gonna be like chess. I'm suing everybody. Hashtag sue everybody, because they are really causing havoc on these kids and on people right now, wrecking people's lives with this so silly 99% recovery.
Well, you have to sue people that want you to sue on their behalf, and many people do not want you to sue on their behalf.
Well, I'll be suing on my behalf. But it's not going to be anything negative on my end. It's going to be a big game of fun. I don't care if I win. I just want to drag people through court for years.
Wow. That sounds like some beautiful, positive karma you create with that. Can I get some of that?
I'm serious. These people don't take us serious. They don't respect us. I ain't going to respect them either.
People don't have to respect you. You have to respect yourself.
Well,
life is easy and light and free. And the only thing that makes it heavy is our egos and what we feel our egos deserve.
Okay, I'm suing everybody. Everybody.
Sorry, Muji, I tried to bring you in the conversation.
Everybody getting. I'm suing. I don't care. I'm suing the road. Anyway, 7-Eleven, all of them. Anybody ever harass me, y'all getting it. Anyway, my co-creators.
Exactly. He's gonna co-create some madness.
But it's gonna be good though.
Good madness.
It's gonna
I
be
got
good.
you.
I'm gonna have a
with
good
you.
time.
I
I'm not
support
going
you
after
in every
individuals.
endeavor. I support you in your endeavor.
I'm not going after any individuals. I'm going after these heartless corporations.
Sending love and light and positive energy.
No,
to you.
go somewhere. Oh my God.
He
Oh
said
my
go
God.
somewhere. Because that's the ultimate truth. I can't go down to the low level and pretend like I'm not on the low level. You got to know when you're there.
Well, sometimes you gotta go there so you can know how to get back up.
Yeah, but you got to know when you're there, though.
Mm-hmm.
So just know when you're being petty.
Well, call me Tom Petty then.
All right.
Anyway, my co-creators.
And I'm
hope you-
heartbroken. Not many people will get that.
Oh, that's a song.
That's the group.
Oh, really?
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Oh, that's right. Okay, look at that. Anyway, my co-creators, I'm not doing my outro again. And you enjoy your day and co-create on a level that you've never done before. And just know that you are consciously creating every moment of your life, or you're contributing to it heavily.
Yep.
Thank you for joining me, Miss
Jamila.
And we'll talk to you later.
Bye.